Okay, could you tell us a little bit of Elijah and Tobias's story?
Yeah, so Elijah and Tobias are twins, and they were identical, they had what's called twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome. So Tobias, his brother, was giving him some of his nutrients, a lot of his nutrients, and Elijah got too much and Tobias got too little. So it created a lot of issues when I was pregnant with them. We had to do an emergency C-section. He got overworked and had a stroke and a hemorrhage, and his brother Toby didn't get enough. So his lungs weren't quite developed, and he had some other issues going on. But they were always together, and they wanted to be together. It was really amazing to watch, actually. Even in the womb, Toby was very active, and Elijah quit moving, and Toby was sitting there hitting him as we were trying to get Elijah moving again. They were both in the NICU for 5 months, or 184 days. Tobias had a trach and a vent, so he had a lot of support that he needed, and he had a really hard time. And Elijah was going strong, doing okay, and then started having some issues. But it seemed like every time that the nurses and doctors told us Elijah was ready to go home, something would happen and he'd have to stay. It wasn't until the very day that Tobias moved to the PICU, the pediatric ICU, was the very day that we were able to take Elijah home. So they stayed together as long as they could, which was really incredible. And anytime we went and saw Toby, it was all during COVID, so it was really hard. At first they wouldn't let me bring Elijah in, but eventually they did, because they knew it was hard for me to
Elijah's like, that's my brother.
Leave one baby to go see. And yes, they wanted to be together. And Tobias, there's so many pictures of Tobias just touching him in any way that he could. And Toby wasn't a very loving, or not a very affectionate, because he wasn't used to it, because he had so much. But he was always loving on Elijah and hugging Elijah. And yeah, they were just so strong for each other. And Eli, at that point when we had Toby, he couldn't really see very much, and he couldn't really move at all. He didn't know how to roll over or crawl around or anything. We kind of joked, he was like our precious little starfish. And his brother was just a rough and tumble boy who wanted to get everywhere, but he was, he had the trach and he was limited. So we had Toby home for 6 months with us at home, and then he went home to live with Jesus, where he is now. And we know that he just continues to do what he can to give Elijah strength, and watching over us. And since Elijah has come so far, and it's been a real miracle watching Eli grow and thrive. He went from barely being able to see, not being able to eat, not being really able to move, to seeing a lot. He could really see his surroundings. He could see facial expressions, which is really hard to see, actually. He gets around so fast and crawling and gets into everything. He's curious and smart and funny, and we know that Toby's with us everywhere we go.
Well, thanks for taking the time to tell us your story.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting us sponsor it.
Absolutely, thank you.
Now we just got to work on getting the artificial turf for the backyard.
Yeah, and he will love that, and we appreciate everything you've done for us, and everything you continue to do, and I know that God brought you into our lives to help take care of this little man, and we are just so grateful for you guys, and yep, you will be part of our family forever.
Happy to do it.
Can you go mwah? Can you blow a kiss? I know you're so tired.
Say see you later, buddy.
Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.